Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to my lab. We are here for more Genshin Impact, so we'll dive right in. I don't know if you remember where it was that we left off, but we'd just gotten it through the... what is it? Sabzeruz? I think it's Sabzeruz Festival.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
One moment. Yeah, and it seems that what happened is we just woke up to the start of the day. It's like a time loop, Groundhog Day sort of thing going on here, it seems. And now we are going back, doing exactly what we've already done in a Groundhog Day sort of fashion. I'm super excited for this. It's such a cool trope, one of my favorite tropes. Usually, it's in a sci-fi. seems we're getting a bit of a fantasy flavoring of it. So let's dive right in and see where this goes. Yeah. I'm going to put it on auto. I may skip through some parts. No, I will skip through some parts. And I will also possibly pass it at other parts.
You are quite well informed, miss.
But
I thought most people nowadays...
Yeah.
Actually,
We've
we've
heard all of
It's one of the
this.
Sabzeruz Festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Right here. Wait, starting from just now. Something feels really familiar.
Be in the form of the moon.
The remnants
Really?
appear to be in the
I thought it
form
looked
of
like
the
some
moon.
kind of food.
What?
The moon
I don't
signifies...
remember this happening last time. Did it?
It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Is he really
Maybe not
looking it
that
up
I
in a book?
recall.
Oh, right. It means illusions
Oh
and
wait,
lies.
yes. Yes, I
But
remember.
if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears,
it
the sun will
skipped.
surely rise.
It skipped to us talking to the next guy. Is this
Understood.
deja vu?
I'll keep that in mind.
Huh?
Oh,
No.
it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay.
Oh yes,
on to the
very
next stall.
interesting. Even more interesting the second time. I'm going to really quick go into settings due to something occurring. I think I need to... Let's go there. That should
where
work
to
better.
next?
Oh, if this was the same session, I'd probably remember where we were headed, but it's been 2 days, right? Something like that. Oh, the children and the night of flowers. Yes, the night of flowers. Here we are again. Now.
All
You
right,
know, I'm
soldiers.
having some
Now that you
deja
have
vu
your Yalta
again.
candies, don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed.
Yes,
I think I remember. I feel like this has happened before, you know?
What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another
I'll
Sabzeruz.
just skip a little.
Oh, do you want some Yalta candies?
What's
Oh
the
yes, we'll take a bit. Oh, this time we
It's
might
not
be able to
Ooh.
And
take
there's
a
also lizard
different
tail.
one.
Why do
Oh
those
wait,
flavors even
he
exist?
said which one it was in last time.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
It wasn't 3. 3 is what I picked last time. Oh. It's definitely 4.
Ah, excellently chosen.
Yeah,
Number 4
there,
is
we
indeed
got it.
Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right!
No, that wasn't luck. That just now. I don't think that was luck. I don't know why, but I knew it must have been a number 4.
How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe
Having
we
a
didn't sleep
strange
very
sense
well
of
last
deja
night.
vu,
Or maybe
Paramount.
we slept too much.
Something's going on. Yeah, maybe we slept too much. That results in a future sight and prophecy, you know. I'm sorry, Dunyazad, but I need to leave for a moment.
Sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just...
The flavor of deja vu. Apparently that's Sunsetia. Oh, I'm not tracking the main quest. Okay, down here. Why are we going to the tavern? I'm not sure. By the way,
Feeling of
okay.
deja vu.
1 second. By the way, if you notice, whoa, if you notice any strangeness, here, let me adjust this in effect. This may help. If you notice any strangeness in the stream, I don't know exactly what it is, but Genshin Impact, since the update has been seen in my computer more than before.
Oh, Paimon knows
Still
what
working
that
on
is.
I need
Then
to
you feel
look
like you
into it
already
to see if I can
experienced
figure
whatever
out a
this
way
whole
to
world.
fix that.
In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on
Oh
us.
yeah, it's
Isn't
nothing, I'm sure.
So, why'd you run here in such a hurry?
I wanted to do something I normally would never do. Never would.
That's it. You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Well, I don't think I'm going to get the same deja vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat?
1 coconut chocolate cake,
Got it.
please.
You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste. I'll give the...
Coconut charcoal cake? Isn't it that
That's
burnt
exactly
thing
why
that
we were
makes
doing it,
off?
because it didn't look like something we'd
Paimon
want.
understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order some...
Okay. Now let's get the chocolate cake.
That...
I don't want it.
Are you isn't this going a bit too far?
Here goes!
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful.
No, it actually tasted really good.
You mean...
This flavor, I've definitely eaten this
Impossible.
before.
We were just talking about how gross it looked. So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu?
Looks like I tried this
Also
before.
gets the impression
So
that
it looks
we've been
like
here
this is
many
more
times,
than just the
even though
second
we're
loop,
regulars.
I think.
How about...
Okay, we'll leave the tavern. Where's the exit? Where is the exit? I'm completely missing the exit. Oh, this is the exit. I was thinking it was a window. But it's not.
Hey, Dinyarzad is sitting by yourself on that bench over there.
Here we are. I don't... Did this happen?
What a coincidence, Dinyarzad. We meet...
I don't remember exactly.
into some
Oh
people
no,
first,
they...
just
Yeah, okay.
Thankfully, Dia
This
came to my
basically
rescue.
did. We just didn't
I started
help
to
out
feel
this
unwell
time.
after that, so I sat down here.
Kidnappers? Oh my...
I'm okay. Dia's arm got...
Whew. That's a big relief. But... Dunyar...
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon
So-
doesn't quite follow you.
I don't think we have
Paimon
any
feels like
leads on what
something's
might
wrong
be
with what you're
causing
doing right now.
this loop. What if a specific faction might be involved or anything? I don't know.
It really is fine. I don't mind.
I just experienced a number of strange events.
Did something happen?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happened.
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu,
Oh,
I suppose I would already be
interesting
used to it.
that.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
We need to talk to the bodyguard there.
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for
Or
what?
maybe the Sinu and Dansu with the
Neil's
red
dance of
hair. I don't...
Sabzeruz is
Neil.
about to begin.
And it's not going to happen. Here we go. The guy's stopping it. Right there.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this
Yeah.
ridiculous eyesore.
These
When
annoying
we
guys.
return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will publicly announce it later through the Akasha.
Understood. I
Yeah.
will inform him when I return.
The Sabzeruz Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Those guys stopping our festival. I don't know. It makes me wonder if there's something larger at play that we don't know. That they are involved with, but I don't know.
Oh, Dunyarzad. The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this.
Okay,
It truly is
we've heard
unfortunate.
this.
I don't want to cause trouble.
True, but
The next festival.
wait.
Yeah,
no,
we've heard a lot
nothing.
of this.
I'll be heading back to rest. Thank you for your help.
Paimon can't believe
Okay.
what those heartless geezers did!
For some reason, I feel like this outcome was inevitable.
Did Dunyarzad already go back?
Are we going to
Also
get a
return to
nice
some sleep.
sleep and go to a day without the festival? No.
So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what that deja vu feeling
I
was
could
all
not.
about? Maybe it really was because of exhaustion.
I'm feeling pretty groggy, so perhaps, Paimon.
Halfway through the day.
Let's see, maybe
Then,
we'll settle
how
in
about we
and
settle in and get a good night's sleep?
I'm sure it's fine.
We can chalk things up
Nothing
to
bad.
exhaustion. We can do more thinking
Nothing
tomorrow.
bad's happening. Beep.
Observing a modest drop in the output of Jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor the variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Trying to listen to see if I recognize those voices.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Anyway, we should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Yep. We are waking up to see Dunyarzad. Okay, I don't have the Traveler really kitted out, but you know, I can still walk around as the Traveler since I'm going to the festival as the Traveler. Kind of neat, maybe. Maybe not. But maybe.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well.
Is this
There's no
taking a
need to
toll on all of us, perhaps?
Shall we go?
Great idea. Let's get going. Traveler? Hey.
This feels all too familiar, you know? This whole thing that's going on here.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sabzeruz Festival.
Flower Night, we meet again.
Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies?
Not much activity.
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random
Know where
flavor.
the Sensati
It's up to
is.
the And there's also
Huh? What were those?
No problem. These boxes of candy
We
are
will
numbered 1 to
pick
5
it.
from left to right. Which one do you want?
Number 4.
Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Yup, it sure is. Oh, what's this? We know what all of them are, don't we? Number 1 is lizard tail.
Paimon's not really interested in the other flavors.
Ah, wait. How did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew which flavor was in each box.
Yup.
What? He was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known beforehand.
Yeah. Maybe.
Mind reading?
This is
X-ray
fun.
vision?
Yeah.
Or some kind of magic trick? This
Oh,
is way
maybe
too
time
freaky.
travel.
Tell us what's going on. Since when did you get superpowers?
Well, I've always had superpowers. You just went to ask when I got more superpower. Just now, that was...
Hey, where are you going? What's going on?
Follow the familiar figure. Which way was it?
Leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know.
Here we are. Where? There? Oh, I know who that is. I know who that is. I've seen who that is in a video. Oh, I've seen this person. Oh, we've got to catch up. Please let us catch up. Please. I would very much like to catch up with you. I know your name. Is she doing this? This time loop, is it her doing?
What are you looking for? Why did we come here?
Where'd she go? Oh, she could be hiding here easily.
Traveler?
Where? There!
That's...
Is she really there, or is it my imagination? That's the question. But let us catch up. I want to catch up. There. Hello. Nice to meet you. Oh,
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad?
yep. She was still with us just a moment ago.
What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads? You already know
It's
that
like
this
one
is
of them
the
looped and
Sabzeruz
running out.
Festival, don't you?
A loop?
I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge
And
capsule?
that one's
Where
golden.
did you get it? What's inside? You should
Ah.
use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon?
Yep. Let's use it together,
Well,
Paimon.
This seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what we should do.
We should. Let's see.
What the?
So many days worth of memories.
It's our 20th time at the Sabzeruz Festival?
Wow, 20 times? That's
No.
cool.
The 30th?
30th? 40th?
Just how many times have we been to the Sabzeruz Festival?
Well, you know, sometimes you just want the festival to last forever. It feels like it's
We wouldn't have
too
even
show.
realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Ley line
Your
memories.
memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
Okay.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories. And
That's
the knowledge
interesting.
capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way. What about everyone else?
Oh,
Why are
this
you
is
only
cool.
helping the two of us?
Your sense of deja vu is
So
stronger
cool.
than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness.
Okay, that's good to know. I like that explanation. Makes at least some sense.
A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left.
I need to break out of the cycle.
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
Nahida.
Good.
I know you introduced yourself before.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Please don't tell Paimon even you don't know.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara.
Samsara.
You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside the one-day samsara.
Interesting.
As for the truth, that's on you to find out.
Okay.
If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds.
Yeah,
I don't know how
fair
you'd be
enough.
after that.
Don't tell me.
I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints.
Yeah.
For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sabzeruz Festival.
But she's not. She's
If we
both
can
in
break out
and
of the
out of the
samsara,
loop.
I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
Yeah.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Okay.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things.
That's a good way to put it, isn't it?
With what you know so far, what do you think the
What
truth
do you think
is?
the truth is? Okay, let's see. Let me collect my thoughts. Ooh. Okay. When you enter a state of contemplation, you can choose any text entry to interpret it. This interpretation process involves analysis of the text entry and may yield new entries. Once interpreted, you may submit that text as conclusion. Okay. Some text entries can be associated with one Mado. Once interpreted, select Associate to choose the Mado text entry, then select Trigger Association. You can gain new text entries by performing accurate associations. If one of the text entries on the current page can be used as a conclusion, then select that entry before choosing a submit conclusion. Okay, alchemical divination results, the Grand Sage's speech, deja vu, abnormal mental fatigue, the Sabzeruz Festival, samsara. Okay, abnormal mental fatigue.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
I guess we may be start by interpreting
What's
each one.
happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger.
Now, what's the alchemical divination
The
result?
moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
Oh, maybe they do have significance. I don't know.
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more?
How to tell? Feel like no, but
We've already experienced the Sabzeruz Festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
okay. Can we associate the mental fatigue? No? Okay. Wait, no.
We've already
Interpreting.
experienced the Sabzeruz Festival many times. That
Interpret.
should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within
Yeah.
one single day.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm going to submit the time loop
A time loop.
conclusion.
You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
Really?
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels
Yeah,
like time's just
I
repeating
thought-
itself.
I did think
A
it
simple time loop
made
can't
sense.
explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of
Okay.
Dunyarzad.
The Sabzeruz Festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them.
Okay, yeah,
Hurry
that
and find-
sounds accurate. Okay, do we need to find clues or something? Do we do some
about a current
investigative
situation.
work?
To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sabzeruz Festival. And to do
Okay.
that, we need to figure out what's happening. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we
Yeah.
must have missed the Paimon's memory to say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people.
Yeah, let's. It's this way to talk to people. What's this? I haven't used that ability. Well, haven't used any of my Dendro Traveler abilities till just then. Okay, attacking 2 people. Let's see.
Hey there.
Hey, it's you guys again.
Yeah, she's
Did you come
sick.
back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday.
Have you felt anything strange
What
lately?
brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today.
Can we check the
I haven't felt
freshness
anything
of the
strange.
produce?
To put it another way,
What kind of philosophical nonsense is... Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to
Yeah.
find someone to daydream with.
he actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is
No one dreams in Sumeru.
true? It's so weird that people here don't dream anyway. If this is
It
a really
probably
weird
has to do with
dream,
the ley
we would've
lines,
woken up a long time.
is my guess at the moment. Okay. Hello, student of
it's you two.
alchemical
Was my
divination.
divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
We actually did run into a situation.
I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh?
Yeah, okay.
Help you?
So you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
Yeah, let's get... you've actually divined Arrow Fortunes many times.
Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What
Nope.
you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
I'm a little shocked that he's believing it this quickly.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon.
When you say it like that,
Yeah?
the divination does sound...
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Instincts overcome fears. I wonder if that'll be any relevant.
No good for practical. We haven't made any progress. Who else can
Well,
we
maybe
talk
the
to?
Flower Knight. Or Deja. We haven't really talked to her
a
much.
couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think
Yeah.
she'll brush us off again?
Let's try taking her to see the real.
If we tap into Dia's strong
Dunya's
sense
ad.
of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously. At this time of
Okay.
day...
I'd also like to see the fake Dunya's ad if I have a good chance. There she is.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of...
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a
There
dangerous...
was a dangerous gang of kidnappers that she just
You
defeated.
saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out.
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around.
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say
Because
something
you've said it before. Okay, so I can interpret the... Ooh, people... I want to interpret all of them like before I submit them.
Strange phenomenon. Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds.
I think we're
And then
going
she
to
was
just
injured
do the
because she
Claymore
wasn't
one,
used for
though.
a new weapon. The moon, illusions, and lie. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
Okay, Claymore.
Tell her, Traveler!
You sold your greatsword to support the festival.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now...
Alright, so this is the situation.
And...
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She thinks it's a prank. Haven't you noticed something off about Dunyarzad?
Quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't... Her parents said that this is how she was like...
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about.
Okay, you've got to come see the
My
real
lady,
Dunyarzad
are you
now.
angry?
Come with me, I'll
Right,
show you
I'll
some
give you the
evidence
benefit of the
now.
doubt since you knew about my greatsword.
Well, she's not safe here, but she's also not here, so it's a little complicated, isn't it? I don't know what path I take to get to where I'm going, maybe over here. I don't think this is the right path. This way? This way, yeah, this is the way. Okay. Yeah, around the corner here, I believe. Oh. If we could have checked if the fruit was fresh, it would have...
Nahida, we brought a friend!
I feel like it would have been good, but, you know, they don't have that as an option.
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special.
Oh.
Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad.
Oh. She's going to be mad at us. Maybe.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
You can see her?
How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
Sorry, I had to cough.
I can sense her aura.
But you can't see her, you can only
There are also lingering
sense her,
feelings of
maybe.
something like regret or disappointment.
Yeah.
What? Do you believe us now? The
Okay.
So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't
Yeah,
surprise
but why
me
would
if
they
they're using
do
the Akasha
this?
to intentionally repeat the Sabzeruz Festival as a sick joke.
Like,
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon,
Seems-
the Academia sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know.
yeah, perhaps. Nahida, can you tell us something about the Akasha?
Right. Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate as
Oh.
the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
If it uses the Gnosis, then there's someone else who has motive here. Anything to do with the Gnosis gives the Fatui motive. Just saying.
a gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's
Yeah.
Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she...
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power
We don't
of a
need
gnosis.
to listen to
compiles
the
the
quote.
wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people.
Wait. What's up?
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
Most information in the Akasha comes from Uminisul.
Yeah, that sounds about right. What do you think?
Do we get contemplation in here? Yeah. Okay. I have some thoughts, so let's see what the interpretations are, though.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
No. Interpret.
Okay. Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
I think these are
It compiles
connected.
the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Abnormal mental fatigue?
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? What's happening
Deja
right now
vu.
seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger.
Okay, can I go here?
People
How
in
do I
Sumeru
associate
don't
things?
dream. Okay. Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis.
I'm submitting people from Sumeru do not dream.
That doesn't sound right. I need to.
Then I guess it's just this?
That doesn't sound right.
Okay, the mental fatigue.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert
I
dwellers
suppose
set
this
off on their
makes
quest
sense.
for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
I don't know about that exactly.
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there?
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just
Yeah,
think
that's a
about
good
it. If
question.
you could
What do
combine
we
the knowledge
have?
of every single person in Sumeru, then you can
they
basically turn
doing
Sumeru
that
City
to-
into a single
oh.
massive brain. This hive mind could make
But
breakthroughs
what's
in
the
problems that even
motive?
the smartest geniuses can't crack.
Is it
An excellent
just
deduction.
to do what you
And
can?
the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that
But
case,
she can't hear you.
we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe
No,
that'll
I'm
solve
not
this
sure.
problem.
No. No. I don't think
Yeah.
it's that simple.
I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy.
Okay. If one removes the Akasha
does everyone
terminals,
feel?
it's not going to.
Huh?
I noticed something
is it?
else. What is it? There is always the
Oh,
sound of a
right.
beep at the end of the
Knows
day,
what you're
yeah.
talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound
Okay.
of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
I heard the same sound in a pot
That's
almost.
probably an important
When?
clue. We weren't
I
using
don't
our
remember
terminals,
this.
but we heard a beep anyway.
Now they're beeping and we fall asleep. I assume.
Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Yeah. No, not enough. I think.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this
Okay.
rate, there may be casualties.
Oh no.
But
I think it's the sage. The first time I heard this voice, I thought it was the sage, but it didn't make sense to me. Okay, here we go. Here we are. Oh, we're back here. We're back to having our memories restored, aren't we?
Everything.
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
At the end of last
Took
night,
off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep.
because
What was that?
they're not just physical once we implant them, I believe. We've been implanted with another form of the terminal. We failed at severing our connections with them.
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the...
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're
Yeah.
being treated the way they are.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
we're lab rats, then what are you? Nihida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
Yeah.
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
It was
Anyway,
indeed.
knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Interesting.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady,
Okay.
did you get hurt?
Hold on, something's not right.
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you
What?
so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Yeah, but you haven't gotten out of it last time. Aren't you still getting used to your new
How did you
greatsword?
know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Doing
Anything
your
strange?
battle.
You already know that I got a new greatsword. It's as if I've already used it to.
You're saying that
Yeah.
although you don't
Oh, that
remember
makes
using
sense.
it, your body feels like it
She's
does?
getting used to it though,
That's right.
so she
Both
doesn't get
mercenaries
hurt
and
this
warriors
time.
heavily rely on muscle memory.
Traveler, what do you think?
Could it be because we removed our
I'm
Akasha
feeling
tomb?
really hopeful.
Is it possible we have no?
Right.
We
Earlier
haven't
this
broken
affair,
free, but we're
like this would have
coming
never happened.
loose. We'll know for sure at the end of the
I
day.
have no clue what you two are talking about, but
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to...
how did you know what I was gonna say?
Yep, we can read minds. Don't worry about it. Okay, skipping off our road. Here we are. What's going on?
It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she
But
got
I
injured
don't
every
think
other
we're
time
free.
she fought the kidnapper.
We're
Do you think the
loose.
Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
No.
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Yeah, we'll sleep, but we're not.
That.
Yeah, we're not done.
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience
Yep.
tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sabzeruz Festival.
Okay, no
Oh,
more.
yes.
Paimon's brain is already shut down.
No, I like that philosophizing.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's
some
go
good
find out
rest.
that there's
You
no
know,
tomorrow.
Use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away. Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggest...
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words.
We're going to go get some rest.
Even though it's happy and lively at the Sabzeruz Festival and...
Beep.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to do,
Harvest.
these sacrifices are trivial.
Okay, it's definitely the sages harvesting our knowledge and wisdom.
We're still in the same day.
As expected, it's not as simple as we thought.
You already knew last night that we didn't break out of the...
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with
Yeah.
tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An
I
opportunity like that
agree
doesn't
with
come by
you.
often. I
Reasoning.
thought it might help you clear your minds.
I like Nahida.
You did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence.
Oh, yes.
In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Oh, yes. I do.
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the
Yeah,
situation?
the time loop theory is indeed incorrect.
Previous theory.
Dunya's out.
Oh, yeah.
Illness has gotten worse here.
Gosh, how did we not notice?
So, what's your new...
Okay, let's look at these again.
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. Indeed,
Interpret?
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
No, interpret Akasha's sound.
Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals.
Information on the Akasha?
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Okay. And the Sabzeruz Festival is Samsara.
We've already experienced the Sabzeruz Festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
Okay, associate. One second, what was this?
Okay,
interpret
Nahida
this.
said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
Let's associate this, I think, with this. No. I guess this? What?
I can't seem to...
Illusions. Just the sound? Okay. My instincts are wrong, apparently. Memories are deleted every day.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again.
But the routine is that would physically change.
That doesn't sound right. I need to care...
No, okay. We will submit the deleted memories. That's not... I don't think it's quite right.
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night, that's why when we wake up, everyone
Something
thinks
more.
the Sabzeruz Festival hasn't happened yet, but muscle memory can't...
But she'd get hurt every day. If this was the case and here...
Nahida,
No.
tell us if we're right or wrong.
I don't
Put
think
it
it's
simply,
right.
it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focus too much on your perception that it glows.
Exactly.
That isn't simple at all.
Still at the round
Why don't we go
conclusion.
talk to
Yeah,
Miss Dia
that's what I
again?
said.
You might learn something new.
Right. She did help us find our latest clue after all.
They would have no arm at this point if that was the case. See, there is this instance of Dunya's ad is getting worse every day. There is a second Dunya's ad. There are foods that are in the same place as they were the day before. And there's Dea, who takes the same injury every day. Sustains the same injury every day, but still gains the muscle memory that she no longer sustains it. I'm hoping I'm not overthinking this. Okay, here we go. The kidnappers.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Yep.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt...
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
Let's get straight to the point. You suddenly became proficient with your greatsword because our memories
What happened to you guys
erased.
while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Indeed, we did. Don't worry about it. Right.
Don't think too hard about
Just
it.
kidding.
Just take what we're saying at face value.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this great sword, but my
Exactly,
brain
except
doesn't remember
not
it?
quite, because we haven't quite come to the right
have to disagree. That's
conclusion yet.
impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sabzeruz Festival day after day, then what happened to the
Exactly.
things we used, the money we spent? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a
I've thought about that too.
Right. They could use the Akasha to record
Yeah.
what everyone did that day, and then use the city's
Maybe that makes
resources to
sense. That's a
replenish
lot of
everything.
work, isn't it?
It's not very
They'd
likely,
need a
but
lot
it's
of
also
mana
not
power.
impossible.
No, it is impossible.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well.
Okay. Let's see the proof.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this
I
time.
would also like to know where the fake Dunyarzad came
to see
from.
Dunyarzad.
I don't know where I'm going. Here we go. It's near the real Dunyarzad, but
This is it.
a stone's throw away.
This is
Yeah,
a
exactly.
training dummy.
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result
it
of
doesn't
several
make
days
sense.
worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
Yeah,
That's true, but
just like how Alma would have been
Then the
chopped off
sages
by
would
now.
have had to reproduce every mark I left during. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the force, angle, and
Yeah.
entry point of each strike is It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the
is it really impossible?
Yes,
people often say that a camera's photo can never. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can
I agree.
differentiate carved marks from the results. Whew. I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's
no.
Anyway, it's getting late. I
It's
should
not.
escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage.
Okay.
See you later.
What's
Well, back to square
the
one.
right theory?
Is that memory deletion theory also
We know
wrong?
what theories are wrong.
But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
We're not in the real world.
Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas? Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange.
How come we never thought about leaving the city?
Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never... Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this? How about we go back
Okay.
and ask Nahida?
Yeah, let's ask you, because she might tell us that we'll get shredded by some such magical foe if we attempt such a thing. So, important we ask her about it first.
Nahida! We're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in...
Have we ever tried leaving the city?
As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we
We
say when
don't
we
get
got
those memories, maybe?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate
Yeah.
to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think to...
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time
Yeah.
during our investigations.
Hey, that's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Maybe this is the key.
Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Nahida probably knows if it's key to this. Let's go and try to leave the city.
That... Well...
Traveler,
Did you try?
aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message
Another
for you.
message?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sabzeruz Festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
There are countless spaces here.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
Okay.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday.
Okay. Let's go try to leave the city, yeah. And we headed off to leave the city. Can we get a waypoint while we are at it? That would be fantastic. A waypoint time.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Oh, they don't want us to leave.
It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct...
I have a real emergency. My goods have already...
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
Okay. Now...
The academia already announced the lockdown. Let's go.
Now I'm guessing we're going to try sneaking out, perhaps.
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
Of course, so the academia doesn't trust you.
Won't get you anywhere.
So we sneak out and something happens from there, I assume.
If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed, huh?
Paimon, stay here.
Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
Leaving the city might trigger disruptions to our memories.
Weird out there, and you get into some trouble. Oh,
Don't worry, Paimon. Oh, wow. The exact response I was saying.
Okay. Paimon will promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. And
Indeed.
please,
I'll be back.
be careful.
Okay, let's go. Let's see. Let's see.
Memories!
Let's go and try to leave the city today. And we don't remember. So...
I waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back.
Okay.
I promised Paimon that you
And we try again.
He's here now. I don't think he understands.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay.
And it happens again, but differently. I assume because it's 2 days. Still a sorry, Paimon. I won't leave you behind.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you.
Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you...
Oh!
disappeared in an instant.
Okay. So now we...
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't
I don't even know what yesterday
I
existed.
guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city.
Yeah.
If we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
So they didn't just restrict
Sounds like
access.
something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
Can we leave behind something other than a memory? That's something I've been wanting to know.
But how can we send it?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at.
She's not used to being looked at all, is she?
Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some
She's
time.
not used to attention.
Yep, now we're talking.
Okay. Oh, knowledge capsules, perhaps. Okay. Now she's coming back with a knowledge capsule, I assume.
Here you go. What? Isn't
No?
this just an Akasha terminal? You need some
Something
little
Akasha
changes.
terminal alike.
Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it can connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha
Yep.
like the back of your hand.
She does, doesn't she?
Anyway,
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
we'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative. Let's go then. Let's expose those all right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday.
See you tomorrow, Paimon.
That covers everything that's happened so far.
Was what I left for myself when I left the city?
Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay.
Now that you understand what's going on, let's hear them.
Yes. Some context this time.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sabzeruz Festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Okay.
I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights.
Wow, howling a fish. I don't want to see
All these spaces
that.
are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
Okay. So it's pretty nightmarish. Even the mute, unthinking puppets sound terrible.
It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the wall. Like, everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable.
There's another part here. We only received it last night.
Okay.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun.
Human soul.
And now, even the final space has also disappeared.
What?
Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually
dreams.
Why did the message...
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha.
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said...
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Spaces without human presence, the real world, the space where we were yesterday. That's what it is. That's
all the bizarre
interpret all of
spaces
them,
I
though.
saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence.
The real world, interpret.
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
The space where we were yesterday.
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
Yeah, this is it.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sabzeruz Festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear as Paimon's head is spinning? Just what?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats.
Yep.
So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, Maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy
A
and a half.
secret, huh? Give me some time, I need to organize my thoughts. Okay, so... I mean, I think I know. Okay, I'll tell you my conclusion now, and we'll see if I'm right totally. I think all of the spaces are dreams. The difference is that they have stuck all of us, all of these people in the city, in one person's dream. And they're exerting some amount of control over it as well. So, yeah, maybe. I think... Okay, maybe I'm somewhat close, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I think I'm onto something. Maybe not. Okay, yeah, down here. Great spot to organize my thoughts.
Do you want some alone time to think?
Okay. Now.
The dance of Sabzeruz is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
It's that time already.
Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have...
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler?
So there's something unique about Sabzeruz, about Dunyarzad.
You know? Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first.
Okay. Time to talk to Nahida. I'm hoping I'm at least close. That would make me happy, being close. Close to right. This is like the best quest in the game so far. This quest is amazing, I love it. I'm wondering if the Fatui are involved though. I don't know where they would be involved in this, but...
Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sabzeruz exam and graduate from the festival?
Yeah, ask away, Miss Nahida.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Okay, people do not dream.
People in Sumeru don't dream.
Yeah.
What a strange phenomenon.
Humanist spaces without human presence. Can I just associate this over there? Okay, no. Dreams with no human presence. I guess that's the one. Wait. Interpret.
Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the Avidia Forest.
Can I? Wait, I can't associate. Oh, I associated it there.
It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
Oh, yes. Let's see the alchemical divination.
We've already experienced the Sabzeruz Festival.
And information.
Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis.
Submit the truth behind dreams.
Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without
Yeah.
their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh.
Yeah.
So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
The Akasha's operation requires a gnosis.
The power of a gnosis to operate.
The Akasha...
It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. And grants knowledge to the people.
And it grants knowledge to the people.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in
Yeah.
the forest also get their power from the Dendro
Oh
icon,
yes,
right?
they... I can't remember what they're called. The little jelly bean creatures.
Stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming.
Yeah.
In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paima remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick?
Interesting. I wonder if they know about it, the sages. Well, obviously the top sages. I wonder how many. Yes, and they don't intend to stop there. I remember as I think we got a little conflicting information on Rukkhadevata in the part earlier, didn't we? I feel like we had someone. Yeah. Anyway, I don't remember well enough to.
Sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The Akasha's sound.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations.
Yeah. The appearance and disappearance of spaces.
Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more...
And dreams?
Dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared.
The Grand Sage's speech.
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean...
Abnormal mental fatigue.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking.
The Samsara, let's see.
We've already experienced the Sabzeruz Festival many...
So, the appearance and disappearance of dreams. Abnormal mental fatigue. No?
I can't see...
The speech?
I can't...
I guess just the sound. No? The fast... Okay, gives us mass production of dreams. Okay.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream.
Wow.
Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sabzeruz Festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sabzeruz Festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
So, this is like
it's a dream heist.
And the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine.
Yeah.
Did Paimon get that analogy right?
The Rukkhadevata wasn't as benevolent as he led his followers to believe. I think. I might be
Taking off
wrong.
our terminals in this stream doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
All right, last question. Who
I know
am
the answer. The moon.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon...
She's...
Now that
I knew the first time I saw her because I saw it in a video that I didn't think was giving anything away.
Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting at the sage's deception of Sumeru's people?
Yeah, the moon.
So you noticed.
You are Lasso Load Kusanagi.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
Nope.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you, is all.
Yep.
Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali, Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
I have a lot of questions, but this doesn't seem like a good time for
in
them.
real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
Okay, why couldn't you simply tell us the truth? How do the sages manage to keep people from noticing about the side effects of mass-produced dream? Why is the dream about Sabzeruz Festival? Why couldn't you tell us the
this
truth?
question before. My answer was, it would
Yeah,
literally blow
yeah,
your
you
mind. Now
did.
that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make... Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly... Your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion.
Yeah, I see, I
Expose
see.
you to that kind of risk.
I
That's
can
why
understand
I can only
that,
give
I
you very
suppose.
subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short,
how do the sages keep people from...
this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sabzeruz Festival, so it would be very difficult for them. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right?
Yeah,
That's because people
that's
don't
wonderful.
remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the
Yeah.
account. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sabzeruz Festival, they...
That reminds Paimon.
Okay.
Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feeling of
interesting.
deja vu. Meanwhile,
The Dendro element's
everyone else
dream
has no
enhancing
idea that
power.
They are in the Sabzeruz Festival
About the side effects of a mass-produced dream.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
We might say your mental fatigue has
Great
already
question.
answered this question.
Great question, Paimon.
Eventually, there's only so much that people, especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This
yeah.
relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
Okay, yeah, this is one of the biggest questions I've had, is why is the dream about the Sabzeruz Festival?
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
I don't think
Even
so.
you don't know the reason? Wow. Now that's strange.
The God of Wisdom doesn't
Academia
know.
sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have any information?
Do we? Yeah, let's see. It's the Grand Sage's Esprit.
Those
So it's-
faces remind me of Dreams.
Let's interpret.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifest. The Grand Sage said, go.
I'm submitting this one, yeah.
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean?
Oh, I guess I don't have any more
Saving the
questions.
people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sabzeruz Festival, Samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is
They don't care about her.
I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon?
No, not really riddles.
Oh, we're out of time today.
Just
I'll tell you
analogy.
how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Is everything's going right, though?
Good morning,
Okay.
Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything...
No.
Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
Where's
I'm
Dunyarzad?
afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
We were so close.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is
She's
she?
just a dream.
Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to...
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality.
Yeah.
And no, speaking
They
of
just
which,
fill in the gaps.
the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yeah.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar.
I'm going to say I think this is the first clue, even though we're talking about it now. But this was the first clue that was the Dandro. No, it was actually the second clue. But it's the second clue that she was the Dandro Aukan. In that she was, we knew that the Dandro Aukan was Dunyarzad's friend.
I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still
a mental
far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzeruz Festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
Yeah, I mean, A is sad about your sister.
To prevent more tragedies like this,
Is that?
we must end the Samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the
Oh yes, you were
Sabzeruz
going to
Festival dream is
explain.
under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream
Okay.
belongs to a host who created it.
Oh, one person. It's just one person's dream.
Huh?
Is it Nilus?
How should we find that person?
I think it might be
Wow.
Nilus.
If this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
I don't think it can be ours.
Imagination
It's
means
not
breaking through what you
Nahida's.
perceive as normal. Like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However,
Yeah,
if you're the
okay.
dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine, the dream will respond in kind, and the server
think it's
really will
Nilo's.
bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, find
Because
some
it
way
has to be
make that
someone
person
who hasn't
realize
been
that they're
made
dreaming.
aware.
Usually,
So it's
once
not
that
any of the
happens,
three of us
the person
or
will wake
Dea.
up and the dream samsara will be broken.
How are we going to find them, though? And even if we did
Well,
find them, how are we supposed to
there's
make
a
them
limited
realize
number
they're
of
dreaming?
significant people in the game.
After all, like you said, don't...
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, as
Okay.
for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the...
Yes. I want to try something. Naringo.
Okay.
Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of
She
pleasant
might-
surprises.
Oh,
Unnecessary things like this samsara need to
well,
end.
I like Morax a lot,
upset
but
that we've come this far only for
she's
dinners
really
on
cool too. Now it's a tough decision as to who my favorite outcome is.
Such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
I just feel
Yeah.
so demoralized.
Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this
Demoralized.
whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's
Indeed.
break the samsara for
Let's
her.
break
I
it.
was wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this dream? Feels like it would be
Unlikely, no.
easier to control it that...
I think it's Nilo. Knowing the plan, they'd probably become aware that they were dreaming. Any unsuspecting host would be less likely to realize it was a dream.
That's true. But so, who do you think the host of the dream is?
What? No, I think it's Nilo. Paris?
Oh, that would make sense. Let's go ask him some questions.
No. No, it's not him. I'm just saying it now. I don't think so. I don't think everything adds up for that.
I want to see Nilu perform again.
It has to be Nilu because she's the one most familiar with the festival. She was responsible for everything being set up. That's my opinion.
You're
I
back.
don't think this guy
You left
makes
in a hurry
sense.
last time. Is everything okay?
Plus, I feel like our whole this one might have jolted him out of it if... Yeah.
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard.
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening.
I don't think so, but...
Make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that...
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay.
I don't think
Okay,
so.
My wish. Okay.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down. She just doesn't seem like herself. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her or something.
So, you have a crush on...
Oh no.
Oh, is it that obvious? When she placed the hat of the
Maybe
Knight
it
of
is him,
Flowers
but I
onto
don't
my
know.
head, she said what
I
she didn't
think
realize
Nilo,
was that
but-
I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life.
Oh, okay, it
50
is him.
years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like, okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her
Okay.
face. Here goes.
Will it happen?
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh,
What?
Faki? Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream.
No, it's Nilu.
Should have expected it wouldn't be this.
I was leaning towards him. It's Nilu. Now, we're not asking the alchemy guy, right?
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her.
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Tia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyar... Huh? But
Oh, do we get to fight them?
Hey, Trevor!
I would like to beat them up. Okay. Do we get to beat up the kidnappers?
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take
Dunyarzad and
Hey,
leave.
this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you.
You're wasting your...
Yeah, fine, all right. Knock yourself out. Why are you... Anyway, watch yourself.
Ooh, a bit of fighting. It's been a bit.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit
Did
yourself.
be one of these guys.
You're going down.
Imagine us just asking. Wait, I want you guys to imagine. To make a wish for something.
The fuse is lit!
Try to keep up.
Give up.
No more tricks up your sleeve.
It was Ningguane's birthday a day ago or something. That's kinda neat, isn't it? You know?
Fire hazard!
You want this
Okay. Oh, there's another. There's Mo. Two Mo. They just appeared. Oh, jumping on me. Calm down there.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger
Yes.
out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Oh, and speaking of her, remember how during the first Sabzeruz Festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something.
I don't remember that.
Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sabzeruz
Maybe
Festival.
it'll give us some clues.
Even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than
Let's
this
see.
needle in a haystack search.
Okay.
This is the place. It's rude to enter other people. Hey,
Here we go.
the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Off goes. Hey man, for some breaking and entering.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table.
Okay, let's see the book
Should
then.
we open it?
We will open it. Okay, it's let me get a drink before I read this off. After almost 16 days, I was finally able to get these notes written before the Sabzeruz Festival. Once the festival ends, you and Paimon will probably notice your journey continue your journey immediately, so I was hoping that I'd be able to give this to you before that. This is a compilation of the folk legends concerning Lasulod Kusanali, created from a series of interviews that I conducted in succession and wrote down. I interviewed so many people, but I'm afraid that there are very few who know much about her. Still, I hope that this will be of use to you in your search for her. Gandalvaville water supply was once contaminated, forcing everyone to go very far out to get water, but one day people suddenly found the water was drinkable again. Some said that a green light was seen near the water source the previous night. Everyone believes that this was the divine power of Lasser-Lord Kusanali's work. This sounds quite possible. The decontamination of water sources via natural means probably takes ages. Did Lasser-Lord Kusanali appear in Gandalvaville then? After Mama passed away, I was super afraid of the dark and couldn't sleep. But from one day on, I would hear a voice that would chat with me till I fell asleep. A nice lady told me that Lasser-Lord Kusanali must have been watching over me. Poor child, I hope that Sabzeruz Festival makes him a little happier. This is quite similar to something I experienced back then as well. She is indeed a gentle god. See, this was the second clue that Nahida was the outcome in my opinion, in that she was always fleeting out of the corner of our eyes while we were searching for her. Just like in the stories we've heard about her, she's like almost invisible. There was this one time when I'd had a wee bit too much to drink and couldn't find my way home to save my life. Then, when I turned a corner, I could have sworn I saw Lasser-Lord Kusanali. She was very tall and had the most muscular arm, and she caught me when I slipped and thought, this doesn't sound like her. The next morning I found myself sleeping under a tree. I reckon that must have been her looking out for me. I'm not sure this one has that much value as a reference. That was probably just a tree, right? These folk records are appended with Dunyazard's references and opinions, leave every page densely packed, so it's a whole bunch more than just this.
Wow, Dunyazard wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sabzeruz Festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sabzeruz Festival, right?
Okay.
If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even... Hey! Where are you off to now?
Now, back to Dunyazard. The fake one, in case you... Yeah, the fake one. Well, let's switch back to the Traveler for the dream. Okay. Down here. You are all thinking a bunch.
It's Dunyazad's puppet.
Yep. I guess. Yeah. Thank you.
Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyazad feels like an eternity ago.
Yeah. It actually feels a long time for me, and I've missed most of the days of this.
still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's dance of Sabzeruz.
I can barely
There will
recall
always be
it now.
frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
I think...
Yes,
What?
Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come
Not leave behind any regrets.
time?
Twat the dance. I think it's Nilo. Let's go see. Maybe we'll finally get to see Nilu dance. Is this a door into that? No. No, there are always tunnels like that. There we go. Here we are. In the tree. At the stage. Let's tell these guys off. Can we join in and tell them off
We will
for
have to
once?
order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency.
How did things...
Tell them off. Please, it would be cathartic. Oh, please.
Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
No regrets, though.
Traveler, what the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
They're puppets. That makes sense.
Oh, of course! If this is
They
the
went
sage's
into-
plan,
yeah.
they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just...
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
I colored it. And she's conjured the real versions of the flowers that have been been extinct. There.
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers.
I said so.
It's just a shame that all the real body
I
stars
called
went
it.
extinct after her death.
Me.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never...
But here they are.
That beautiful
I said
shade
it was
of
Nilo.
purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Did you find these?
I'll add the caveat. I didn't exactly deduce it through game references and lore, but rather through genre savviness and taking into account characters that it could possibly be. But anyways, on with the show.
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Nilu, close your eyes.
Huh?
Imagine that the Grand Sage and his entourage are not here in front of you.
You guys are acting weird.
Go ahead, I want them gone. Be gone! You are banished from this stage. And this very world.
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. What a surprise!
She is indeed. As I said.
Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore.
Make Mo.
But in Nilu's, it's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, so when you saw the flowers, you instantly...
Correct.
We going to end the samsara, we need the host to become a witch. How should we make Nilou real?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz Festival?
Well,
wrong
not
guess,
exactly.
but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh,
Okay.
sounds familiar. Dinyarzad told us this.
Yep.
Yeah.
But in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet.
Yeah.
His piety and
We
wisdom
hadn't
were
heard him
acknowledged by the
hear.
Dendro Archon.
Yeah.
And she finally gave her blessing to him. All
Okay.
kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend.
Okay.
Afterward,
And
he said to the Dendro Archon, I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried. The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife lying next to him said, You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love. In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia.
all from a dream.
What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes.
That's quite
But
some.
his faith and determination were conveyed.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now.
Now that Nilo is aware of it.
Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzeruz Festival is almost over too.
It does indeed, but you could dance first. We really built it up as the climax.
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sabzeruz as beautiful as we can.
I've been waiting a long time for this, Nilo. Nice.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sabzeruz.
Whoa. I like the music, it's cool. Oh, she is the dream falling apart here. I think it might
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Everyone's glowing. But us? Now we are. Dance the dream away. Okay. Now that we're awake,
Oh, good morning, traveler.
I would like to have a chat with the
Gonna sleep for the
sages.
longest time.
Good morning, Paimon.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep?
Oh, don't ask if we overslept.
Paimon thinks it was after the Sabzeruz Festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sabzeruz?
I remember now.
Pick up your Akasha terminal.
Quick, let's go see Dunyarzad. Is she? Yeah.
She's not in her room.
She's not sleeping. Okay.
What usual
Interesting. Is she not dead? Could she be not dead? That would be very nice if she's not dead. That's sad. Here she is.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sabzeruz Festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
That's not Catherine.
You're okay. Oh, don't scare us like...
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you.
Yeah?
I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sabzeruz.
Yeah. The moan about. Okay, yeah. Oh, lots of stuff. You are not Catherine. I knew it. No, I didn't. But, something had. Okay, yeah. Anyways, let's talk to you.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sabzeruz Festival.
Yeah.
And
It was weird.
Did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened.
If you want, we can go somewhere else to discuss
Chat
it.
somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bin?
Indeed, let's head over. Oh, totally what I meant to do. Can I teleport closer? Okay.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
Indeed.
After we parted on the last day of the Sabzeruz Festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described.
Okay, good.
Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant that it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream. Both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
Okay. We saved her.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad.
And Nilou helped.
Not a moment too soon.
This is truly a miracle.
Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
Yeah.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all,
yeah.
you saved my faithful believer.
Okay, a first one.
I'll
About
answer
Catherine.
any and all questions. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
Yeah.
How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses?
No?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's
Yes.
mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal.
Oh.
The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your
Really?
Why do you need to borrow other people's?
Does she have a real ability? That's what I've been wondering.
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me.
I never got that for a second.
From them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest?
Yeah.
How dare they? Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nikki?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And
No, you don't need to compare yourself to Rukkhadevata.
Moreover, the Academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning.
To me you're already an excellent Archon, yeah. I agree.
Look at the Sabzeruz Festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha.
Now, as long as the Fatui don't
Trying to find
take
a way
the
to
Gnosis
save
and
Erminsul
cause
is my life's
problems
mission and
with...
top priority. I will work on that and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
About the dream in the video forest, yeah.
That made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me.
Yeah, so you do know! We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria.
Okay.
It seems like the traveler established a connection to Erminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Erminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died.
And she died at
Greater Lord
Conria.
Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in
in
Conria.
some connection to
The
it.
timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
Yeah.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from the Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You
Just conspiracies then.
What does the message mean?
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that.
Okay.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Erminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it.
Ooh.
Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness.
No, don't do
I've
that.
warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it.
They
I believe this is the key.
ignore the advice of the God of Wisdom.
That's why I've kept trying to decipher it.
Interesting.
So the tree in the vision was Erminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Erminsul is sick.
Yeah.
Is it because of the contaminated consciousness?
Also, yeah, anyways, actually I won't.
Vision was all about. It seems like our search for you was all in vain.
The traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that.
Oh, really?
Here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No,
Okay.
we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate,
Okay.
as well as
Now,
Tibet's.
about the sage's plan.
There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve. Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sabzeruz Samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to
I would like
purposely
to
avoid
question
wearing
the
Akasha
sages,
terminals.
but I don't know if it's a
Deliberately
latter.
trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Kainari to join some kind of project.
Oh yes, there was.
Regardless,
It's
I need to first
feels like it was
investigate the sage's
ages
motives,
back.
make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming.
Okay, no one has realized the issue with the Akasha.
You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been such a long time. It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately,
Yeah,
it's all rooted
yeah.
in the sage's
It makes
misdirection.
sense. That's the intent cure.
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place,
so.
the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use
Okay,
Akasha
then I
terminals
think that's
find it too
no more
and embarrassing to talk
questions
about
here.
dreams. Got it. I hope
Okay.
the answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge.
I think I honestly think that we'd ask about our sister here,
Mental energy.
but you know,
I think I may need to rest for a while.
alright.
Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha
Can we go
won't be able
see
to conduct
him
another
in his
project
sanctum?
on
That
the
would be
scale of
neat.
the Sabzeruz Samsara in the immediate future.
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us.
What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
No idea.
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance
Yeah,
personnel sometime.
apparently you're not.
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah,
I
you
bet
visit your maintenance personnel. Go on. I don't trust Catherine anymore. Aha. So we got this. What's this? Oh yes, we also have this. Raise your grass blade hits an opponent, it will regenerate energy. Neat. One sec.
Ad Astra Abyss.
So it seems to be that we are at the end of the current I think we might be at the end of the current quest. For now. Let me just check. Here. No, nothing there. Just looking at the wiki, seeing if I can find a bit of information. Okay. We are at the end of the quest line. I think this might actually be a decent place to end it for the stream. We could do more like with the no, not that more like with the event stuff. But this is like a nice solid place to end with like if we get into something new, we might just like have time to get a bit into it, and then honestly I'm getting a little sleepy. I don't know how much longer I'll be awake enough to keep streaming. So I think that's a fantastic spot to call it for the stream. We have beaten the current finished the current main quest. Let's collect our achievements for it, I suppose. Yeah, we've got some primo gems for it, so that's always nice. And with that, I've had a great time. I've been Dellog Blastspark. I hope you can have a blast. Bye.